Okay, QST. This is 17 December 2018, and net control station K2AMF calling the Northwest Traffic Net together. My name's Neil. I'm located in Northwest Spokane, Washington. This here is a directed net, and the net meets every evening at 6:30 p.m. Almost at 0630, but that you'd be hanging around a while if I did that. Okay, we're here on the K7ID linked repeater systems. We currently use 3 linked repeaters to maximize our coverage. Mica 146980, that's megs. Tone is 127.3 hertz. Little Blacktail 146680 with a tone of 136.5, and they both have a negative offset. Now for you UHF folks, we do offer the Canfield one on 443.975 megahertz with a tone of 136.5, and that's a positive offset. Okay, well that works so far. And this net provides an opportunity to pass written traffic, allowing the net participants to better their message traffic passing skills. Contacts can also be coordinated. Now each night does have its own net control operator, but we are always looking for substitutes, so feel free to volunteer with our net manager, Gabby, KE7ADN, or let me know, send me an email at my call sign, K2AMF at ARRL.net, or I'll take a quick listen like Mr. Ed showed us last night. Anybody that would like to get some more information about being a sub for the net, come now. Okay, equally important is the opportunity to pass any emergency traffic that you may have. All stations with emergency traffic simply use the phrase, yes, you guessed it, emergency traffic, and we will handle it accordingly. Are there any stations now with emergency traffic? Come now. Okay, well that went pretty smooth. This is net control station. I better grab my pencil. This is net control station K2AMF, now calling for early ins and outs. Come now, slow and distinctly. K2AMF, listening.
W7UAT, Tom in Post Falls, and I'm clear.
Copy, Tom.
Kilo India 7, Ocean India Yankee, Rick, Spirit Lake, Mobile.
Hey, Rick, you drive carefully out there. One of our net control operators just checked in. Thank you, Rick. Who else is out there would like to check in early in and out?
Good evening, Neil. This is November 7, Romeo Lima Papa, Randy and Ansel.
That's you, Randy. Roger, copy, Randy. Loud and clear.
KG7, LRB, Martin in Spirit Lake.
Copy, Martin in Spirit Lake. KG7, LRB. This is K2MF. Got you in the boat. Okay, also out there, and I hope he stays in for the entire net, is our internet check-in. Two are connected up here. I don't know who the other guy is yet. Hopefully they let us know. But our buddy Phil, K2SMF, down there in Reno, is checked in and listening to you folks. All right, so who else do we have that would like to do a quick in and out? And I do have some, I got some fun stuff for today, so... if you can hang about, even if you want to do it early in and out, that's fine too. But right now, folks that really can't stay for the entire net, please check in now.
KG7, KSJ, Mike in Post Falls. MG, who has fusion-capable radios?
Oh, I'm cheating on that. I'm just doing a simple private live stream for our buddies and friends. But yeah, that's how the guy's done in Reno. And you probably have stuff like that, Mike.
Yeah, I have a AC radio that is fusion capable. And of those people who have fusion radios, I wonder if you know that there is a C4 FM repeater in the KARS network. Comment.
Yeah, go ahead, comment. No, Mike, I did not know that.
Kilo India 7 after any Yankee. Yeah, that was my comment. Let's get that repeater out there because I didn't know about it either.
All right. Okay. Maybe we get. Well, let's get these early ins and outs out of the way, and then Mike, maybe you could come in and give us a little info about that.
AI7MG checking in.
And OIY, of course, I got you. Do we have more? Current time is 1836, so we're running pretty good here. Are there early ins and outs that would like to, check in and run?
India 7, Papa Mike Quebec out here in the Principality State Line, but we're not checking out. We're just running. No, we want to stay here.
And Benny, do you have anyone else that you just forgot?
Well, she's downstairs, but probably with the sound of the station. So, yeah, we'll definitely include Jan, the Wonder 2-meter monitor.
Yeah, I always thought that shortwave listener. No, this isn't. I don't think that this is a shortwave band, but I could be wrong. This is K2AMF looking. You guys are listening to the Northwest Traffic Net. I would hope most of you know that. Those that ever popped in for the first time, there are no rules, no stinking badges, no won't cost you nothing. If you hear us and can legally do so, check in, and we'll bring you into the group here. K2AMF's listening.
K7IG repeater.
All right, we let that repeater cool down a little bit. Do we have any more early ins and outs? And then I'll get our the short amount of announcements out of the way.
KD2AN, Dan here in Post Falls.
KG7, KSJ, Mike in Post Falls as well.
Mike and Dan. Boy, that would be a great name for a radio show, the Mike and Dan Show. I like it. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I got you both in the roster. All right, moving right along. Let's do our announcements now. So if we get busy with the fun and games that we're going to have a little bit later on, I don't have enough time to do these. We got Aries meetings showing back up in January after a little delay or a little something different for December. But anyway, they meet as usual first Monday of the month at 6:30 p.m. at the Search and Rescue Building at 10865 North Ramsey Road in Hayden. And the KARS meeting is on the second Monday of the month, same place, 7 p.m. And again, that's 10865, or as you're supposed to say it on the radio, 10865 North decimal Ramsey RD decimal. There you go. For you guys, a little training for you there. That's in Hayden. VA testing is also VE testing. Sorry, folks. Victor Echo testing is also on the second Monday of the month. That's at 5:30 p.m. and that's prior to the KARS meeting. Okay. Before we go to some of the other stuff I want to do, let's take some regular check-ins and get them into the roster here. So this is the Northwest Traffic Net. You're listening to Neil, K2AMF, and I'd be more than happy to take a regular check-in, which are about different because that means you don't need to run off. K2AMF is listening.
Kilo Charlie 7, Delta Romeo India, John.
That's John. Okay.
Band 7, MOT.
Lenny. All right, we got you, Lenny, N7MOT and KC7DRI. John, you are on the roster. Thank you.
Evening, Kilo India 7, Oscar Victor Charlie, John in Post Falls.
Hey, John, I believe you are number 18. Every time I start to count them up, I have to do my real job of taking in calls, but I think we're up around 18. One of these days I'll make a check-in roster kind of thing where I could put a number down and put people's name next to it, but that, I don't know, that sounds a little too professional for me. I'm retired now. I don't do that stuff. Who else we got out there who would like to do a regular check-in? This is Northwest Traffic Net at 1841.
Known to check in KC7NOA, Presque River.
KC7NOA, I missed your first name. If you'd like to provide it, I will write it down, and then I'll know next time.
No, I did not provide it. The name here is Mike, or just Michael.
Hey, you know what? My pencil's pretty long tonight, and it's one of them mechanical pencils, so I can just squirt out some more lead. So I got room for your entire name, Michael, if you'd like that. We'll put that down. So, KC7NOA, thank you for checking in. Who else? Okay. Hey, Mike, MG Mike, would you like to tell us all just quickly about the Yaesu Fusion thing for those that might be interested?
First off, I would rather defer that to the master. Is N7MOT present?
Well, I'm not sure what to say. The repeater's been up for the better part of a year. It's up on Idaho Mica. It's on UHF. It's a dual mode radio. It operates both in analog mode with a PL tone, and it operates in Yaesu Fusion mode. A number of people have been using it in the Yaesu Fusion mode. I've played with it a little bit in the analog mode. I don't own a Yaesu Fusion radio, but it's up there for anybody who has Yaesu Fusion radios if they want to talk on it. The thing to keep in mind is it is not linked to anything. It is not on the internet. So it's a local-only digital radio. But given its location, and it ought to work very well in our normal KARS coverage area. So anybody who's got a Yaesu Fusion radio, you're encouraged to use it. The details are on our homepage over on the right side, about mid-page, where we list all our repeaters. It lets you know PL tones and the other information you need in order to use it. So back to that, 7MOT.
Thank you, Lenny. And in case you folks are interested in that and didn't write it down or whatever, you can usually find Lenny here. Or if you want more information on how to get hold of Lenny, again, contact me. I know where he hides, and he's a pretty knowledgeable guy. Anybody with call sign that ends in MOT is the first part of Motorola. Yeah, there's your clue right there. Hey, before I go over to something kind of, well, I think it's, I don't know, it's funny or interesting or both. Do we have some more or regular or any kind of check-ins that would like to do so? K2AMF is listening.
Whiskey 7, Charlie, Foxtrot, November, Chris Post Falls.
Gotcha, Chris. Okay. Roger, Chris. W7 CFN, Chris. Well, you are in the book.
Hey, can you repeat the frequency for that repeater that Lenny was just talking about? Because I do have a Yaesu Fusion radio, and I have heard nothing here in Spokane on it or here in the North Idaho area.
I didn't write it down because I don't have any fusion equipment, but Lenny, could you help out, K2AMF?
Can handle that if you let me in.
Yes, please go, Lenny.
Yeah, go ahead, Mike, if you got it handy. I got the web page up, but go ahead and run with it. N7 to motif.
Well, I don't know who put the radio up. I just tried it on straight FM, and it got into an echo, which I think is a cool sound, but probably not appropriate for a repeater. I haven't tried it yet in the digital mode. The frequency is 443.275. That's 443.275 plus offset with a PL of 136.5 hertz. That's 136.5. And the comment is, put your analog radio in decode mode to mute the data noise when people are using it on digital. And I don't know how to do that on my radio yet. So I think once Rick and me and whoever else can jump on here and figure out how to set up our radios right and make sure that the repeater is not doing something naughty, then we should put that up on the website with the settings and everything to make it a bit more usable. I'm chunking it now. AI7MG, back to net.
K7ID repeater.
Hey, thank you, Mike. Again, any questions about that, I'm sure those guys can be found on this frequency, or look them up, and their email address, I'm just guessing, might be on KARS.com. So we'll let that go. Hey, thanks, you guys. All right, before I go on to what National Day this is, and it's an interesting one, I'd like to take some more check-ins. Any more check-ins? Current time, 1847, so we're past the halfway mark.
W7ENI, Ray.
KG7OWX, this is Blair, in and out.
Well, Ray, Josie was asking, where is Ray? Because he's usually some of the first to check in. Got you down there, Ray. And OWX Blair, you are, of course, also in. I don't think I have to say what you're in, but you're in. Okay. Current time, yeah, now it's 1848. And I have some trivia, but not a trivia question. So before I give that trivia question, no, I just said it wasn't a question. Before I give the trivia info, I would love to hang out with you guys that want to check in to the Northwest Traffic Net. Why don't you come now?
Kilo Echo 7, Yankee Bravo Uniform, Roger.
K7 YBU, I believe it is. Roger, you're in.
Kilo Golf 7, Mike Whiskey Charlie, in and out.
Okay, KG7 Mike Whiskey Charlie, you are in, and I hope you don't go out, because you might want to know this. And here it is. How many gallons do you guys think it takes of maple sap, you know, that comes out of the tree, probably a maple tree, I would hope, do you need to make a quart of maple syrup? Now, I know the answer. I was going to throw this out, but we're not going to have time to call everybody back. So anyway, there was like 4 of them, 1 gallon, let's see, a quart of syrup for a gallon of sap. That sounds reasonable. But then they got 4 gallons, 5 gallons, or 10 gallons. Now, would you guys believe, according to the internet, which is never wrong, as we know, it takes 10 gallons of maple sap to make 1 quart of maple syrup. Now you know. All right, with that knowledge under your belt, do we have any more check-ins? Because that's what we're really supposed to be doing here. This is the Northwest Traffic Net. I am your net control operator, Neil, K2AMF, now listening.
MWC recheck. That is the correct answer, even though you found it on the internet. The wife was born in Vermont. KG7 MWC.
Got that. You know what? Another bit of info, and I was going to ask that too. Which state is the largest producer of maple syrup? Up until 1930, the United States, as a country, led in maple syrup production. But now Canada is the world's largest maple syrup producer. And by the way, I'm mentioning this because November 17th is National Maple Syrup Day. And, yep, the state of the union that makes the most amounts of maple syrup is Vermont. Yes, that is correct. K2AMF. Okay, you guys are so smart, and I know you are, because I hear you giving Mr. Ed all the right answers. Now, maple syrup production, a maple syrup production farm is called a sugar bush or a sugar sugar wood. But the sap that's boiled in the sugar house, that house is actually known, are you ready for this? Because I remember a song like this, and it was pretty cool song. That is called a sugar shack. So there you go. Now you know why they made that song Sugar Shack. Or maybe you don't know. Okay. K2AMF. Yep, today's a perfect day to begin the day, although it's kind of late to begin the day. But pancakes, French toast, biscuits, throw your maple syrup on that. Now, if I was doing nosy questions of the day, I would have asked you all, what the heck are you going to put maple syrup on? And I decided that with this group, that would be too risky for public, so I didn't go there. But where I will go is ask if there's some more check-ins for the Northwest Traffic Net. This is Neil, K2AMF, now listening.
WB0NES, and with a comment.
WB0NES, go ahead.
I just got out of my shop and just came up here and turned it on, so I missed all your good fun. But talking about maple syrup there, that's great. My father-in-law cooks it up, been doing it for years back in Wisconsin. So, yeah, I forget what state you said that was the biggest, but Wisconsin, they got lots of sugar shacks back there. I got a question for you if it wasn't already asked.
Yeah, the state with current state with the largest producer is Vermont, and that's according to the internet. So we know that's right. So what else you got?
Well, how many gallons of sap does it take to make a gallon of syrup?
See, this is the penalty for showing up late, which is preferable to not showing up at all, by the way. So we're kind of happy you've joined us. We do the net every night, 7 days a week, no taking weekends off, at this 6:30 to 7. So I hope you join us. I'll do this net every Monday night, and but every net controller's got their own little spin on this stuff, and they're all interesting. That was one of my questions of the day, and to make a quart of maple syrup, is it 1 gallon, 4 gallons, 5 gallons, or 10 gallons? It is 10 gallons.
Okay, well, I didn't know it in the quart ratio, but I know it takes 55 gallons to make 5 gallons of syrup.
Oh, Roger, copy. Yeah, I decided to dedicate my life to being handsome, and although I succeeded in that, that was at the cost of math competency. So, yeah, I had to give up one for the other. But I'll tell you what, thank you for joining us here, and I better let you clear your call, and I will be looking for some more check-ins. I hope you join us some more. K2AMF.
Okay, Neil. Yeah, I really appreciate it. And I'm trying to check in every night. This is WB0NES, W Bones. On either way, it's Spirit Lake. 73s to the net.
Oh, Roger, copy. Yeah, John, I've got you on my cheat sheet here. It's not your first check-in, but thanks for doing so. We got about 5 minutes left, so do we have any more check-ins before I kind of go on to my next topic here?
K7ID repeater.
OVC with a comment.
Yeah, go ahead, John.
I don't know if you realize this, Neil, but we're going into the darkest week of the year. The way that works, you can think of a Jewish menorah, or if you're an airplane nut like me, it's got like 7 hard points, right? You got 3 on each wing and then a center line. Okay, so the solstice is Friday, darkest day of the year, so you come 3 days this side, and it's the darkest Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then on the other side, the darkest Saturday, Sunday, Monday of the year. So there is hope, light at the end of the tunnel. KS7OVC, back to control.
Well, thanks, John, but I'm looking for sunspots. Well, and I think most DX ham types are. And the solar cycle, you know, I'm pretty sure we're not, I don't even think we're at the bottom of it yet. I don't know, but yeah. Well, thanks for that, though. Thanks for that info. See, the folks that listen to the Northwest Traffic Net are probably some of the smartest hams in this whole area, because the knowledge sharing between all the net control operators and the folks that check in is just not measurable. We're just great. Current time is 18:56, and speaking of airplane stuff, John. December 17th, by presidential proclamation, and apparently every president does it, reproclaims it. Anyway, it's the Wright Brothers Day. Yeah, the president is requested each year to issue a proclamation inviting the people of the United States to observe this day with appropriate ceremonies and activities, whatever they may be. Okay. This is the Northwest Traffic Net. I've only got 3 more minutes. I guess now I'm taking early, any kind of late check-ins or anybody I missed. Please come now. K2AMF is listening.
Or for the count.
What'd you say, John?
Yes, at my QTH, I am receiving station, let me say this slowly, Kilo India 7 Oscar Victor Alpha. Again, it's the same as mine, only Oscar Victor Alpha, and I hear that station on the repeater output frequency. It's too weak, I think, for any other station to be heard. So please add that as an SWL. KI7OVC.
Okay, just out of curiosity, are they have they mentioned in any way that they're hearing us?
Well, they are, because they're breaking and they're waiting for moments of silence to attempt the QSO, but it is coming in on the repeater output frequency. Back to control. KI7OVC, back to control.
All right, John. Thank you. You know, if there was ever some kind of epidemic where people went stupid around here, I think we could hunt you down and with a can opener or something and pop out all kinds of knowledge, enough to resupply. So hopefully that isn't as painful as it sounds. Hey, tomorrow is National Roast Suckling Pig Day. Now that's a baby pig. Now, my nickname is Pigman. We go into that some other time, but hey, I got no problems eating them either. That's how much I admire them. I make them part of myself. You know, you eat them and then they make your own skin and stuff. Okay. The deal with the suckling thing, you know, is you roast the entire pig. So that's kind of cool. I'm running out of time, so I'll make one more shot at late or missed check-ins. We've only got a few more seconds. So come now if you want in the log. Okay, well, I'm at the 1859 with my MFJ dual clock, you know, local and Zulu, and both of them are saying I only got about 5 seconds. So this is Net Control Station, K2AMF, now Signing off. Good evening. Thank you all for checking in. My name is still Neil, and I still want to thank the K7ID repeaters for the use of these linked repeaters. Tomorrow's night net operator will be the lovely voice of Sheila, KG7SAA, KG7 Sierra Alpha Alpha. Look forward to that. Join us, please. I am now going to return the K7ID repeaters back to their normal use. K2 AMF is clear and sometimes partly cloudy.
K7ID repeater. The time is 8 p.m.
Yeah, Gabby and Bear Paw, yeah, you doubled with Mr. Repeater, but you overwhelmed him. You know, he's just no competition for you. Heard you loud and clear. Let me count these up, and I'll either call you or send you an email. I'll give you a call and see if you're still here. Thanks for the opportunity. You know, I didn't get to give a plug for actual net control operators and subs. I did mention subs. But if anybody's hearing us and would like to try a hand at net control operating as a sub or whatever you feel comfortable doing, get with Gabby and she'll explain to you. She'll send you the script, everything you need to do this, and it is so much fun. Okay, this is Neil, K2AMF, and we're clear and counting.
All right, Neil. Also, go to the K7ID.org website. Lenny did an excellent job posting up pictures. We have most all the operators up on the board. Some of them didn't make it, but we got most of them. So go and check out who the operators are and what happened at the Christmas party. Oh, yeah, a lot of fun. All right, we'll wait for count. KU780N.
I think I know one that didn't make it, and that guy feels bad about it. It was out of his hands, though. K2AMF, standby.
It's okay, Neil. Next year, you know, it is what it is. If you can't, you can't. It's not like it's on a weekend. It's on a Monday night, and it, yeah, but talk about 3 hours of a hoot. We had a ball. I had a really good time giving out certificates, seeing all the people. Oh my gosh, you get in front of all them people and look at all those people looking at you, man. Took my breath away. I stumbled. Yeah, I got scared. But we managed to get out all the certificates, so it worked out okay. Yeah, those that don't know me by now, they should. Anyway, standing by. KU780N.
Yeah, thanks, Gabby. That was, boy, I sure planned to go. And something came up just at the wrong time. Okay, let me count them up. Got Miss Josie here helping me, and we'll get right back to you. This is K2AMF. Okay, so what do we got there? 1, 2,
standing by. KU780N.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Mm-hmm. Okay, Gabby, it's K2AMF. You know, one of these days, I'm going to do whatever I can to get into the 30s. I want 30 or more contacts in 30 minutes. So, yeah. We've got 26, 26, counting you and Bearpaw and Josie and myself, and we got, I think we got 3 shortwave listeners tonight. So, anyway, it was a great net. Everybody had a good time, and everybody's safe and sound. So, there you go. 26, K2AMF.
K7ID repeater.
6, I will log it down. Thanks so much for doing that. I was here the whole time, and I've been sewing. I'm making bed buddies. Those heating or ice packs that filled with rice, and then you can either freeze them or put them in the microwave. Well, I've been making bed buddies like crazy, and everybody seems to love them. I'm almost done with a whole stack of them. But anyway,
She's so cute.
I was just sitting here sewing and listening and having a good time. And then I went, oh, I better check in. I grabbed for the mic right when you did last call, so it's all good. All right, you two, have fun, stay warm. Guess we're gonna get a storm Tuesday. KU780N.
Yeah, I used to work night shifts, 12 hours in front of a military radio operator. We sat there all night, and there was this one guy that he would just continually talk about the most weirdest stuff. I mean, we weren't lucky like having John talk to us about aircraft. This guy would say all the. So I used to, when he'd start up, I would tell the guys that I'm going to do some sewing myself. And what that amounted to is the guy would, whatever he said, I would say so. And so I did, 12 hours of sewing. And I must have been more tired than you were, Gabby. K2AMF is out of his mind, or worse. K2AMF's clear.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, goodness. You know what? Hats off to you guys. Thank you so much for being servicemen and keeping me free and everything like that. I do appreciate you and the military guys out there. Oh, goodness. I'd have been lost in the service. They just sent me home first week. Oh, goodness. All right. Take care. KU780N.
Yeah. Hey, Gabby, it's no problem. The first half of your career, you just do what you're told, and the other half, you tell other people what to do. And, yeah, if you do a 20-year or 30-year full commitment, that's pretty much how it ends up. Plus, in the beginning, you work very, very, very hard for very, very, very little compensation. But when you become an old chief, like Phil, K2SMF is listening to us here, well, then you just drink coffee all day and tell the young lads to get to it. If you're in the Navy, apparently if it moves, you salute it, and if it don't, you paint it. Air Force has similar rules, but we'll clear the repeater and let you get on. K2AMF is actually and finally clear.
Oh, there's a lot of food for thought. All right, take care. KU780N.